Okay, so um, all of a sudden, sorry, I got interrupted, but anyway, all of a sudden, uh, the Germans understand that we're sneaking weapons on the Lusitania. They blow up the cruise ship, the Lusitania, and although 1,200 people were killed, Americans were killed. And we're like, no. Okay. We claimed innocence. Okay. Claim we didn't even try to sneak over the weapons, but the Germans probably knew better. They're going to attack us, attack us, attack us a bunch more times. Okay. They attacked ships, the Vigilancia, the city of Memphis, the USS Illinois. Okay. And we're like, what? All right. We got to go help our friends, the English and the French. We also get this Zimmerman telegram. Okay. So here's the deal the British intercept this. Okay. They totally are going to decode this message from the Germans to the Mexicans. Okay. The British give it to us, and it says that Germany wants Mexico to go to war against us. And that if they do that, they'll help get back all the land they got in the Mexican American War, which is like all the way from Texas to California. Okay. Where we're like, what? I could not believe that. Granted, Mexico has its own revolution going on. Some people think this is hoopla, and the British did this to help us enter the war. Okay. Plus, we have a lot of economic interest. Imagine that, U.S. economic interest in something. Okay, so we know that the Allies could probably pay us back. We don't believe the Germans could. Okay, another reason why we probably don't want the Germans to win. Okay, so all of a sudden, after we have three ships, another three ships sunk in 3 days, we are going to bum, enter the war. We are the game changer. We bring this breath of fresh air, like I said. And at the end of this, we are going to become a world power, even bigger than after the Spanish American War. There's no more stalemate. Life is going well. And by the fall of 1918, Central Powers are falling apart. Okay. An armistice is signed in November. Yay, peace. Hooray. Now, President Wilson has this great plan. It's called 14 points, okay? And you don't have to necessarily know all 14 points, okay? But you need to know that Wilson is for peace, okay? So he is the U.S. president, and the biggest point of his 14-point peace plan is the League of Nations. Circle that in your notes, okay? So the League of Nations is this plan for all the nations of the world to come together and to use diplomacy to work together. What's diplomacy? Talking your problems out instead of fighting them out. Okay, you can kind of look at those other ones too. All right. Well, the deal is that the big four, all right, all come to the Treaty of Versailles. All right. Remember, Russia's already signed a separate treaty. Um, nobody else is really invited. Like Germany is not there. Okay. And so this Treaty of Versailles is going to be signed, and the big four are kind of all in their feelings. Everybody except for Wilson. Okay. But Britain and Italy and France really feel like they've been hurt. I mean, all of France has been blown to crap, okay? And so they want to see Germany punished. And so at the end of this, the Treaty of Versailles is going to give some stuff to France. I mean, Alsace-Lorraine, remember they wanted that back, okay? Germany loses everything, all right? Lots of their land is taken. They're going to lose their territories everywhere, okay? So they're losing their colonies. Look at that, Japan getting those islands. Ooh, the deal is Japan's going to be kind of upset about this. They're like just north of the equator. Why not everything? Okay. Um, the the French and the British are going to get some more possessions in Africa that Germany had. Of course, this is just sort of a map of the Pacific where you can see some islands that are lost by the Germans. The Treaty of Versailles. Germany has to disarm. They can't have anything. They can't have the draft. They can only have like 2 ships. Okay, that yellow part right there is called the Rhineland, and it has to be demilitarized between Germany and Belgium. Remember, they marched through there and kind of destroyed Belgium when it was a neutral country. They also had to accept sole responsibility. So Austria-Hungary is not even involved. Like the Ottomans are going to be decimated, and Germany has to accept sole responsibility. They have to pay reparations. You need to know that term. So they're having to pay out the wazoo, okay, a crap ton, because everybody blames them. Now, here's the deal: the League of Nations is going to be created, but President Wilson is going to bring that back to the United States. Okay, and keep in mind, like the president cannot make decisions on his own for our country. Yay, checks and balances. So the U.S. Senate is going to refuse to join the League of Nations. And Wilson even goes around the United States trying to like encourage and encourage and encourage. He does so much traveling, so much promoting. This man has a straight up stroke. Okay, he pretty much is like dead man walking. Nobody really ever sees him do anything after this point. It's super interesting. He doesn't love women. He didn't want to give women the right to vote. And after he has a stroke, and nobody really like questions him, but his wife pretty much runs the country after that. Ha ha ha, Wilson. Anyway, but the Senate refuses to join the Treaty of Versailles. They refuse to join the League of Nations. So the U.S. does not sign the Treaty of Versailles. Okay. The U.S. did not want to get involved in European crap. They're like, this is a one time deal. We believe in neutrality. We do not want to get involved in European affairs. So we don't join. And it makes the Treaty of Versailles very weak. Austria-Hungary going to be broken up into multiple other nations. Of course, Austria and Hungary. The Ottoman Empire is going to be divided up. And you can kind of see what the new world looks like, okay? Russia had to give up a chunk of land to be able to leave early, so all that purple is given up and created into new countries. Ooh, Poland, super interesting, because Russia kind of wants that back right now, okay? Down here in the bottom right corner, notice all the land that British and French get. So these are called mandates. And what a mandate is a territory administered by another country. What does that sound like? Imperialism. Hey, why are these places important? Super important for one word, okay? Oil. Gonna be a big deal. Interestingly enough, is Palestine a big deal? Is Jerusalem a big deal? Oh yeah. And so things are going to get a little bit risky with that after World War II. So stick with me there, okay? The results of World War I, I mean, everything is just not good. This total war has destroyed everything. And Germany is not feeling great. They're going to lose everything. They're super bitter. Look at how many people are dead. I mean, 13 million civilians are dying. Okay, this is why after World War I, they're called the lost generation. Like literally, a whole generation of people, of men especially, are just dead. Okay, everybody's disillusioned with life. The U.S., boom pow, baby. Okay, coming to the top. Even though we want to be neutral. So it's this weird thing. Like, yeah, we want to be the best, but we want to be neutral, but we want everything. Yay, power and money, but we want to be neutral. And then you start to see all these new countries emerge because of some interesting economic things. Because depression is coming. Okay, the Great Depression during the 1930s is headed really quickly to Germany, to Italy, to Russia, and because of that, they're all going to go. They're going to grow really dependent on dictators. Okay, so that's not good. All right, look at that, $350 billion, and this money is just going to make the world sink. Okay, all right, guys. So it's not looking good at the end of World War One. Pretty much, World War One will continue into World War Two. So we'll get that later, and there you go.